Welcome. In this video, we are going to use this table along with all the rules we've learned for evaluating derivatives thus far to find the first derivative of k evaluated at 0, where k is defined as the quotient between this differentiable function g squared and f of x. Okay, so let's start by first finding k prime of x. So we want to take the derivative of the numerator, so g of x, quantity squared, times the denominator minus the numerator, g of x, quantity squared, times f prime of x over the denominator squared. All right, so let's continue simplifying this, namely this part here. This requires using the chain rule. So k prime of x is equal to 2 g of x times g prime of x times f of x minus g of x quantity squared times f prime of x over f of x squared. So that was step 1, and I'll write that down here, 1. Now the second step is use that function to evaluate, not at x, excuse me, evaluate the derivative at 0. And I think these instructions took up a little too much space, so I'm going to shrink them down a bit. Bear with me. There we are. So k prime of 0 is equal to 2 times g of 0 times g prime of 0 times f of 0. That's a lot here. And remember, this came strictly from this part here where we applied the chain rule, took the derivative of the outer function, left the inside as is, which is why we still have the g of x, and then multiplied that by the derivative of the inner function. So that's where this comes from. Minus g of 0 squared times f prime of 0 over f of 0 quantity squared. So k prime of 0 is equal to 2 times g of 0. So here's 0, and here's g of 0. That's equal to 1. So 2 times 1 times the first derivative of g evaluated at 0, which is 5, times our function f evaluated at 0, which is 2. Now from that, we're going to subtract, again, g evaluated at 0, which we know is 1, and this is squared, times the first derivative of f evaluated at 0, which is 3. And then we're going to divide this, of course, by f evaluated at 0, which is 2, and square that. All right, take a moment to work this out, please. So pause your video and work this out, please. Okay, you should have gotten 20 minus 3 divided by 4 to get 17 over 4. Hopefully this video makes derivatives involving different functions and rules seem a little less intimidating to you.